Generic greetings and welcome to Huts. Today's beverage is a nice cup of green tea. So Huts is not a game about the slug-like species from Star Wars, but rather it is a building game where you pick up all of this rubbish and make a hut, or a fort, as I would prefer to call it. It's a game I picked up over the Christmas sales, and it's by Sock Pop, who make quite small, niche, interesting games that sometimes have quite mechanically driven gameplay. And this one is basically a relaxing experience where you just, like I say, build a hut or a fort. Something that you may have done as a kid or perhaps as a homeless adult. Either way, we're going to have a quick look around it and see what we have got to see here. Obviously, we are in a forest, which is quite nice indeed. We can hear some bird calls in the background there. But I'm going to have a little bit of an explore, and then we will build a hut. I'll probably be using the term hut and fort interchangeable. We also have a camera here where we can press E, and that will take a Polaroid photo, which we can then bring out and have a look at that, which... yeah, there we go. That's a little bit better there. Anyway, let's have a quick look around. We start where this flag is here, and I'm just going to have a quick sort of go around and see if I can see any other features that may be of note. We can see there's like seems to be some sort of barrier there, so we'll have a look over there. Maybe that is the end of the map. Actually, there's one right here, so let's just check this one out first. Obviously, this whole place has been carpeted with debris, so we've got like this sort of pipe there, we've got a pallet, we have some other boxes, and oh, we've crossed the line. I don't know what... Oh, it looks like yes, there is actually a boundary where you can only go to a certain place. Yeah, so we can't go beyond that boundary. All right, fair enough, long as we know. Yeah, so this is basically a nice little forest where a lot of people have done some fly tipping and dumped rubbish absolutely everywhere, which is fairly horrible, but good for our needs to build a fort. Something that I used to do many times as a kid, especially when you've got like a... Well, I was going to say rubbish dump, but not where you've got like a sort of a bit of like wasteland near where you live, and used to make forts and little things like that. And it was great where you used to, you know, when people would get like a lawnmower from next door, and it's like, yes, we got a big box now, make a huge box fort. And that was only last week actually when I did that. So you know, it's all good. It's all good. Anyway, a quick run around. We see we got a nice structural girder there. It says an iron rod, so we have an I-beam. You can see in terms of physics there is none, but as I said, it is a very, very simplistic, chill game, so we're not going to knock it like that. It's left click to move stuff around, right click to spin things, and then I think it's E to use the camera. We have it looks like to be a traffic cone there. It says pylon, but that is a cone. We also have a barrel there as well, some wooden planks and other things, and oh, it looks like we have something there as well as a hut over on the far corner, a pre-built hut there. This one says tree trunks, so it looks like they have been cutting around here. We'll go past the pallet, and there's another sort of girder there, an I-beam, and I'm just having a look over there to see if there's anything of note. It looks to be some debris, but there you are. And then we'll head to this, which is it's like a little shack, isn't it, like a little cabin. We've got some roofing, which could come in very, very handy. I'm going to put that down there, and we've also got these white planks as well, and a bicycle for whatever reason. We also have a ladder, which I think we technically can use, but I don't know whether I'm going up that because it's a ladder or whether it's just the way the game is. Maybe you can just can I just go up the surfaces like this if they're at a certain angle? It doesn't look like that one, so maybe the ladder is functioning like it should. Anyway, we'll continue on and see if there's any other features. We have another ladder there as well, so we could use those for whatever purpose. And oh, hang on, is that some water? That is a body of water there, so that's quite nice. So we have a nice bit body of water here, and looks to be, I think it's a bridge over there or something. We'll have a look, run around, because we're trying to find the ideal position to build our hut, and then obviously we'll get it situated on there. There's also a couple of like these really big crates here. It's a shame we can't like pile stuff up and carry them together, but there you are. Looks to be a ladder there, and then more stuff littered around, and we have a big hill. So another point of interest. I wonder what the flags mean. Is it just like a marker? It just says flagpole. Can you actually pick it up? Oh, you can pick it up. Right, I thought this was just like a marker of some kind. So we've already got some resources up here. So I think someone has started to build a a fort up there, so that might be a nice place to put it because it's like obviously overlooking the rest of it. This is the bridge that I mentioned earlier, which is crossing the river, although in some sort of I was going to say some sort of disrepair, but we've already made it a little bit worse. Oh, all right, actually, you can actually take apart the bridge, so I will leave that well alone. I don't think I want to. I'm happy to clean the forest up of all the debris, but actually vandalising some infrastructure, I don't think we want to be responsible for that. We have interesting ahead. Yeah, we have. Okay, things have taken a bit of a sinister tone now. We have a head, and looks to be candles and a picnic cloth. So I want 6 candles in total and a head. I'm not going to even guess what's gone on there. It looks like in the centre here, or is it the rough centre? There's no map in the game, is there? No map in the game as far as I can tell. We have these signposts which are pointing in a couple of directions. We also have some floating girders there, but there's nothing on the signs written, which is a bit of a shame. Looks like there's also another fort over there. So this is a fort that's previously been made by somebody else, so we're going to take a look at that. I think that's roughly where we started. Let's just have a quick run across. There's no actual sprinting. Yes, it is where we started because I can see the Polaroid and the camera there as well. So that's where we originally started. So going through this area here, and we can see that yes, we have got a fort as well as this nice little pond here. So that's pretty nice indeed. What's going on in there? Oh, it looks to be a I think there's like a tree in there of some kind, and we can actually walk right over the water. That is divine like. So this is where we have a fort that's previously been made. We've got nice picnic cloth, some pallets. It's all been made of pallets there, and oh look, they've used the cloth for like a carpet type thing. Now we could, if we wanted to, take apart this thing, but I think the standard code is that if there's a fort around the place, then you don't mess with that fort unless there's already someone in it, and then you can actually have a war. But if it's not occupied at the time, then they're probably eating dinosaur chicken nuggets at home, and you're not allowed to touch it. So it looks like as far as we can go there. So we really need to decide where we want to put our hut, and I think we'll probably go over where the sort of big hill was. That seems to be a nice place for it. You see there's some problems with the land there, but we're not going to knock it, as I say, because it is just a very, very cheap sort of almost experimental game. Can I cross this river here? I can. And I think I was actually, yes, I'm actually going under that one there, so we've lost our divine powers, which is a bit of a shame. So let's collect up some of this here, and we need to design this. So I think in terms of the design, we need to work out like basically a flat section, because at the moment we haven't got any flat pieces simply because of the land. So I'm just going to move this. You see it's obviously very undulating and such, so I'm going to move some of this, and then we need to work out like a flat base for it. Now I don't want to put it too close to the edge because that would be quite problematic. I think what we'll do is we'll use these big crates, and I'll spin them round and get them roughly what I can guesstimate as level. Obviously we are limited by our tools. We have not nicked our parent spirit level. That's just not happened, so we can't get an exact level on it, but that should be about right. And we need probably another 3 or 4 of them. So let's have a quick look around. We have lots of ladders here, which is good. Lots of wood and lots of... actually, nothing else over there. That's a shame. So resources we're going to have to carry quite a bit. There's a pallet. And there's another box over there. So I'll bring the pallet up, because we'll be using lots and... oh, there's loads of pallets here. Okay, I'll tell you what. I'm going to stack these pallets roughly near the bridge. So when we come back across the bridge, because I'm going to go on at minimum... I want to get my camera at some point. I know that just across from the bridge we have our pallets. And there's 2 big boxes. Those should do quite nicely for these big crates here. Yeah, they'll be quite nice for what we intend. And there you go. Let's just see if I can pick up multiples of them. I don't think I can. No, it's a shame I can't. Okay, so we'll just have to bring them separate. Sadly, no co-op or multiplayer, no versus mode, no ray tracing. Yeah. I know there was when I was looking on it, I think it said something about there's forts that other people have built, and I think a couple of people were a bit confused and said, "Oh, so there's multiplayer in it? Is that what it means?" No, I think they're just indicating that there's more things here. Okay, so we'll spin this round, and as I said, it's going to be a base for our base, and I guess we'll go for. I mean, obviously they're going inside one another there, but that's not a huge drama. We'll just have to assume that it's all nailed together. Like I said, I do have fond memories of building weird huts on this bit of land not too far from where we used to live, where it wasn't a waste dump and it wasn't like a building site. I think it was just like, I think they knocked some houses down or knocked something down that was just sort of not used, and, you know, great to play. I mean, there was loads of nails and things to get impaled on, but, you know, you're a kid, you no, don't think about those things. Maybe parents should. Maybe there was some negligence there. We'll not delve into that in this short video. There's not a bad little bit of fortage there. Okay, we need a couple more of the. Ooh, there's a pipe there. I think one of those would be nice as well. Let's go for that. Yeah, we need a couple more of those at the bottom. Obviously, if you were going to be doing this, oh, there's a big crate as well. Excellent. Then, you know, it's just a case of needs must. You would use whatever you want, whatever you can, yeah. I actually stumbled across this game because I was looking for games about camping and like sort of staying outdoors. I've played a lot of Hunter Call of the Wild, which is I wouldn't say similar, but it does have tents in it and camps and stuff like that. But it is obviously more about the hunting side of it and being in nature for, well, actually how I play the game. And yeah, I just stumbled across this. Okay, that's not too bad for our ground floor. And yes, this is going to be a multi-story building. I have decided that is the case. We'll take this big, I'm going to call it a sewer pipe. I have no idea what sort of things can go through it, but we're going to put it vertical like some sort of Grecian column, and we'll put it on the side there. Would it be Grecian or would it be Roman? One of them is square, one of them is round, and I really can't remember from my days as an architect. That can go there, maybe. That should be quite nice. Maybe one of them there, one of them there would be alright. Where's the nearest pipe? The nearest pipe is, oh, right down there. Perfect. And obviously we are doing a service here. We are cleaning this up because what will happen is, inevitably with everything lying around all over the place, this will be completely ignored. But as soon as we build a fort and are having fun, someone's going to call the council, and then that's it. They're going to come and evict us from our home because we're not paying any council tax or rent or any sort of... Oh, why does it always get a bit too serious? Right, let's call that a... Get that a good job. Strategically placing the seam on the outside so we can't see that. Maybe go down a little bit, and there we are. That's about right. Okay, so let's put some sides on this thing. Obviously, we are going to use... We could use pallet. I think we are going to use pallet simply because of its abundance. Obviously, a very universal building material, this pallet. And I'm hoping that it is in... I'm hoping that it's there's a height that we can sort of line up with the other one, and hopefully it's in a width where it will also work there quite well. So once again, spinning this round and putting this next to it. We're going to have an entrance in... Actually, we'll have an entrance in the middle there, I think. Probably about there. That should be about right. And yes, can we get in? Yes, we can get in. Can we stand up once we've got a roof on? I have no idea, but the fun is in finding out. Just going to raise that up just a little bit. And same for that one. We may have to alter the pipe work as well, and naturally these will be probably a little bit too high. They'll be sticking out through the ground, so I may just cover that with a box. We'll put a little wooden box there to prop that up, because obviously we don't want to be breaking the laws of physics now, do we? That's the last thing we want to do in this. There we go, and yeah, there we go. That's fine. That's fine. If that's worse. That's okay, fine. Yeah, that's good. Right, more pallet is needed. So here is... So that's a pallet, but it's not... so it's not like the other ones. It's actually... It's actually only sort of quite a thin layer on that one. Okay, so we'll have it up there. Why not? And we've also got these boards as well. I was going to use that for our roof actually. So do I want to use that for the roof? You know what? I like the idea of it being made out of pretty much everything. So let's put that in there. Actually, no, I don't like that. Where can this go? This can go. That'll seal up that corner quite nicely, won't it? Yeah. So put it that way. Turn it round, and then sort of nail it there. Yeah, that covers that up quite nicely. Just a bit more rotation. And there we go. Yeah, that's fine. We have some girders. We have some more pallets down here. We'll put the sides on it first, because then I think we are then ready to go. These are all the sort of single-sided. These are not the reinforced pallets. So these realistically should be the walls, whereas the other ones should be the roofs. But you know what? Because I've already went with one of them for the roof, I'm going to go with these three, and then I know that basically we are set and all correct there. So let's just rotate that round, move that down. Yeah, that seems about right. Obviously, I'll put the walls in later on, just raising that up slightly and then back over. And is that about right? I think it is, although it seems to be, yeah, I think it may be altered slightly. Best to do that. Move that around, and there we go. It does seem to have a bit of a it seems to be slanting to one side. Now I'm going to assume that we've done that simply because we want to let the rainwater go off. That is a complete lie. I just really couldn't figure out how to word it. Let's go ahead and look for some more pallets. Let's beverage first, actually. And where are we going to find some more of these? Excuse me. So here is 2 more boxes. I'm going to lift those up like so. Use our magical powers. And there's another pallet. Right, good. I may actually use one of those boxes as... I guess I could use that as perhaps a back or side. That would be reasonable, wouldn't it? I think. Anyway, we're going to bring this up, spin it round, and let's see what this is like. Just trying to get up here. It's a bit difficult at times. Goes in. That goes in nicely. Yes. Okay. What's it look like from up here? Oh, yeah. Now we're talking. Those 2 pipes really give it a sort of 40 type feel. Let's get these big crates. And I'm hoping we can sort of fit inside them. I'm going to go back for the other one. I'm going to assume we can. Not really too sure of their construction or what they were used for. And this thing's actually roped off. You can see that there. So I don't know whether or not we should be doing this. Let's rotate that around. And will it fit in here? It will fit in here quite nicely, in fact. Oh, yeah! So if we do that... Yeah, now we're talking. Go in the fort. Yeah, we can go in the fort. Oh, we can't go in there. Boo. Boo. We can't go in there. Okay, that's a shame. That's a shame. That is a big shame. What can I use these for then? You know what? I will have one of them at least anyway as like a way in, so I'll do that. Maybe a little bit further down. And then I'm just gonna bring it down. I can't make it go any further down actually. Which is a shame. No. Won't let me make it go any further down. Okay. Well, you know what? We've got a porch now. Why not? Didn't intend to have that. But we'll see. I know where we've got a lot of resources, but sadly they are over on the other side of the map. So we may have to give up on that idea. Let me just put that in there. Nice little front porch. Because, you know, you want to be able to take your... Oh, I could make steps like that. Oh, no, that's as far as I can go. Yeah, we'll go with the original idea of having, like, a porch type of thing. There we go. Yeah, that's nice. That's nice. I'd put some railings and ropes around, but I don't think we really have the ability. Well, the roof's on. I'm going to use this other... What I've said was going to be a bit of a roofing section. We are going to use it for the wall because, well, there's no reason why we can't. Just line that up. Go up and around here. Put that in there. And there we go. That's quite nice. So I think we do need to sort this roof out because you can clearly see it's not the right orientation. So we'll do that and then move it. And that's better. We'll go inside and do a similar thing on this one. So there. Then move it across. And there. And then move it across. That's much better. Yeah, it's much better indeed. Okay, well, there's no way to go up to the top yet, but we do have some ladders. There's a ladder up here, so let's put that in place. Where do I want to put it? I think I'd like to put it so we have to get onto the... Go onto the porch and then go up that way. Let's see if we can use that. And yes, we can. Yes, we can get up the top. Excellent. Right. What else do we need then? Well, that's the... armoured front there. Actually, what I'll do is, just because of, you know, stability issues, I'm going to use one of these metal beams to prop up inside there, just to show that we are thinking about structural stability. Yeah, there we go. That's good. That's well, it's actually not touching the ceiling, but there you go. That's now all sorted. So we need a bit for the back here, which, to be fair, we could probably use this. It says roofing, but we're Mavericks. We can use it for whatever purpose we want. And I actually might do it that way because then we've got like a nice sort of view outside. Oh, yeah. Cool. So if people are coming round the back, we can, you know, this is where we can crouch down and hide. We've got a bit of cover. Excellent. All right. So now we just need to make the upstairs bit. And I think with all of this metal, then it would be rude not to do that. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. And I mean, what's that? Is that just a plank? It is just a plank. Yeah, I don't know what I could use that for. Put it there, and the flag can go on top of that. Yes. Okay. Up here, this ladder's quite difficult to use, but we're up now. Alright, so, metal girders. We'll go for 1. That roof's got a little bit of subsidence on it, but that's the least of our problems. We're using the heavier material for the top. 2, 3. I have no idea if it's at the right height yet, because I'm crouched down. No, it's not. 1, 2, 3. About there. 4. 1 more. Oh, good grief. Oh, no. Oh, there's been a bit of subsidence there. We've managed to knock that down. Right, okay. So, those are now in. And I think we just need some roofing material. What I've been wanting to find, though, and I've noticed there's a couple of pieces down here, is these window frames. Because we don't have any windows in it at the moment. I mean, we don't have a door. But what I'm going to do is have this windowed up. There's one window. Nice. Get a second. I'd like a third. But we'll have to see what we can do. There we go. Do I want a third? No, I think that's actually alright. We just need a way to block that up. quick survey around. Apart from the bridges down the bottom, I can't find anything else really that jumps out and says, yes, we should really, really use that. And I don't want to be taking the bridge apart. That's just wrong. This box, I think that's one of those structurally integral boxes for this thing. So I'll do that, maybe. Yes. That's fine as well. Job done. Little storage bit down the bottom. Let's go a little bit further afield. See what's across, well, the field. And we need to look for some sort of roofing material. Now, how far is the cabin? The cabin's over there. Sadly, the cabin is further than I can realistically get. However, there is some big planks, and there's another window frame that I was looking for. So I've got a window frame, I've got big plank, and, oh, another big plank. That should be, I think that should be enough, shouldn't it? Okay, let's take these back, and that should be our fort sort of done. In fact, you can see it very well from over here, can't you? You can see it on the top right, and the flag is, well, it's sort of off to one side. I should probably do something about that. But there's one of our boards that we will use for the roofing. And because of us breaking that, we can now no longer get across very well. There's another one of these big planks. And I think 2 of these will be enough for the roof. If one of them's not totally covered, then it's not a huge drama. Plus, got one more window frame to put in. Things like curtains and stuff like that, we'll have to save that for the DLC, really. So let's bring this window frame up. We'll put that in. That should be that pretty much done down here. Yeah, nice. I mean, this is giving the Sims a run for its money now. Oh, yeah. Alright. Now we're talking. Like that. Alright, let's get these boards on, because it might rain any moment. Actually, one of our parents might shout and say that tea's ready. Chicken nuggets, chips and beans. Can't wait. Or mini pizza. Let's get those up there. Right, back up the top. Yeah. And let's see if we can get these on. Oh, actually, the roof is the roof's a lot bigger than I thought. I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to build the roof with these materials that I have. That'll balance on there quite nicely. Yeah. What about this one then? Will it balance on those? It does not. It does not. Right, well. We will have to use, then, some bridging material. Which, a moment ago, literally was bridging material. But, you know, this is in a state of disrepair. They obviously don't want these planks to be used in any other way. Just need to get up here and sort of make sure that these connect up correctly. So that goes there. Yes, that's got that connected up all right. This one we will rotate round. Good. This one we'll move that out the way as well. Get that plank. And it's going to be very, very dodgy, but you know, we are only using materials that we can find or forage. That is about right. Read nowhere near right. Go along to there. This one. Line it up. Is that about lined up there? With this one? It's about lined up there. Oh, it's nowhere near lined up there. Yeah. And that's lined up there. And it's about lined up there. Just need to connect that with something. There's a nice chunk of wood. Nice plank. Looks to be 4x4 maybe? 2x4? 2x4 maybe? That'll be a nice bit there. Trying to get up the ladder, but obviously a little bit of a problem. And there's the pitch of the roof. Right. Okay. I think that's our basic fort. Let's go and get our camera and see if we can take some nice pictures of it. That worked. That worked. I mean, obviously there's many varying levels of construction and different ways you can go about doing that. You could decide to have it multi-story. You could have the way into the fort on, or you could have that way into the fort at a, like with a more blocked off area. You could have the ladder that goes up to the first floor inside if you really wanted to. I think our camera is just over here. Yes, it is. And if you wanted to, you could obviously make it completely out of just straight up pipework. Yeah. And I'm guessing there'll be someone that has just made a huge Minecraft nerd poll going straight up to see how far you can actually get and see if you can get out of the game, because someone's going to do that, and why not? And why not? From here, obviously you can see it is a very, very decent location, vantage point par excellence. Also, not exactly stealthy, this fort. We may camouflage it later on. So let's rotate that around. See if we can get a photo from here. See what that's like. Alright. See what that's like. Have we done well? It's not a bad photo. It's not a bad photo. We'll go up here. See what it's like from here. Rotate it round. Turn it that way. Snap. Oh, yeah. Brilliant. We've done well. We've done well. Let's hang that on the wall. Along with our other photo. And these are strategic as well. We know that these are the probable ways that people would assault the fort. There we are. We'll take another one around the back. Around here. Because why not? Need a tripod. Actually need some other... I was going to say, need something else to do as a kid, but there you go. That's a nice photo. Get that one put there. And it will be very reminiscent of me to not take some photos from the inside and also from the... not just from the inside, but from the upstairs. We're going to do that. Can you take a photo of us? What do we look like? We are ghosts. Or vampires. Or is that just mirrors? There's a picture from the outside looking in. We'll have a picture from here. Rotating it around like that is a bit of a problem, but that'll do. Snap. Rotate that around. Oh, you can get stuck down there. I've now found this out. That's a nice photo. Yeah, sweet. Right, just to go upstairs now. And let's go to the second story. And we'll have a nice little view over that over there. Oh, that is not integral in any way, shape or form. Now it is. Pointing the camera down just a little. Oh, there we are. What a lovely view. Excellent. And I think that is really all we really need to take. Maybe one from there. rotate it that way. So we can get a bit further out. Yeah. And what's that look like? Jump down. Grab it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Don't know how I managed to get a good drone shot without drones, but cool. There we are. Anyway, that has been a little bit of huts. As I said, it's just a very, very simple, quite chill and simple game, and quite silly in fact, about building little huts and forts. It's yeah, it's not, I think, going to win any awards. It's not going to be Game of the Year for most, I would assume, and it's not entirely full of lots of detailed, interesting mechanics, but it is chill. It is what it is. It's cheap, and it's quite quirky. And I'll take cute and quirky sometimes over stressing out over micro placement of... Oh, well, I was actually going to say building material, which is exactly what I've done in this video, but either way, that's been a bit of huts. Hope you have chilled out and enjoyed this little one. As always, links in the description if you do want to check it out yourself. I really don't know how much more is in the game. We've seen a couple of forts, a couple of different buildings. There may be some Easter eggs and stuff to find, but I think this is fairly representative of what you will be doing in it. Naturally, there may be some people who've spent 10 hours and made a huge castle out of all the material on the game, in which case, good for you, well done. Very impressive to see, I'm sure. Either way, we're going to leave it there. Hope you have enjoyed the video. Thanks very much for watching. Take care, and generic partings.